Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Nope. Can you hear me? Nope. Can you hear me?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch two. Watch two. Here we go. Mike two. Watch the
They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. It got his man complete.
Man, I'm telling you, this is gonna be a hard work with these Lions, dog. I ain't got no DBs. I'm trying to build everything else and stuff, but hey, I ain't got no. That's my worst spot is DBs. That's my worst spot. That's the worst spot. Is DB. Nobody want to trade me DB.
Attack them early. See if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Nobody want to trade me DB. Come on, sir. Focus on your work, Scott. Right? You're doing what you had to do in there. Let's get back to schoolwork. Right? Yes. Yes. Man, I ain't got no DBs. These niggas is nasty. The Lions is nasty. I don't know what I'm going to do with these.
For that huge gain last play.
Still not working, homie. I haven't heard nothing from you. I'm playing Dale right now, Sherry. Yeah. We talking. We trying to communicate right now. What's up, dog?
From the gun, here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
You got PS5 headphones?
It'll go as a gain of 4, and they're going to have a
yeah, actually, because the headphones that I bought too, the one that came with the PS5, I can hear, but I can't talk out of them as a headset. Yeah, same thing. So I can't. Yeah, I gotta buy. Ramon even said I gotta buy a separate headphones for it or so. But they like 80, almost $100 though.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Yeah, the only way you can talk to people like I'm talking to you now and stuff. Well, I'm talking to your phone and stuff, but I actually talk through the headset.
Running for it, here's Cook. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions 7, Vikings nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go. One. One for Mike. Watch one. Watch one. I got it. Mike one. Let's get it together, defense.
Now Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to get...
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14, Vikings nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Throwing is Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And it
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Lions add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Check. First. 22, Mike 22. Hey, me and you all day.
Throwing, Cousins. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 33. And the Lions are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1.
Vikings nothing.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Vikings, nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
So Mike's number one, Mike's number one. I got him.
Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10.
When's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Oh, yeah.
Now Cousins.
Here we go again.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Mike, 55.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Desmond Trufant. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Stay with your man. No. Under 48. Black.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they...
He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Detroit.
Come on, fellas, 40 yards. First down, Detroit.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Cousins now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Strip that ball. Max 22, Max 22. Here we go,
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Lions 28, Vikings 14. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson.
There's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mark 22, Mark 22.
One.
Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
One.
22, Mark 22. Pick it up. Pick it up. Mark 22.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mark 22, Mark 22. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Two.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Romeo Okwara able to drop him for a loss of a couple. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down.
Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Wilson. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. That completes it again to Metcalf. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 26-yard line.
Wilson. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Keep it up, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Left to right. Watch one. Watch one. To right. Mike one. Mike one. Here we go, D.
One.
So nice number one. Nice number one.
Throwing is Cousins. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Levi Onwuzurike in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
One.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And some room to roam now. 30. 10, touchdown, Vikings.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 21. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st down. Here's Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
To throw is Cousins. He sets to fire deep. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch 22, watch 22. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat.
One.
Go now.
Here's Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
4 yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Again, it's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Rip right. Mike 22, Mike 22.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point try now for Crosby. cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Yeah, this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
3rd and long.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wilson to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trey Boston.
And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.